Okay, YouTubers, let's grab our love letter. We're going to look at prophets, the word judgment, and we want to start with Ezekiel. And we want to go to 18, and we want to start with 4 and work through 9. Behold, all souls are mine. As the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son of mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. But if a man be just, and do that which is lawful and right, and hath not eaten upon the mountain, neither have lifted up his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel, neither hath defiled his neighbor's wife, neither hath come near unto a ministrous woman, and hath not oppressed any, but hath restored to the debtor his pledge, and hath spoiled none by violence, hath given his bread to the hungry, and hath covered the naked with garment. He that hath not given forth upon usury, neither hath taken an increase, that hath withdrawn his hand from iniquity, hath executed true judgment between man and man, and hath walked in my statutes, and hath kept my judgment, and dealt truly. He is just. He shall surely live, saith the Lord. Let's go to 23, and we want verse 10. These discover her nakedness, and they took her son and her daughters, and slew her with the sword, and she became famous among women, for they had executed judgment upon her. Let's skip over here in the same chapter to 24 and 25. And they shall come against thee with chariots, wagons, and wheels, and with an assembly of people, which shall set against thee buckler and shield and helmet around about. And I will set judgment before them, and they shall judge thee according to their judgment. And I will set my jealousy against thee, and they shall deal furiously with thee. They shall take away thy nose and thine ears, and thy raiment shall fall by the sword. And they shall take thy sons and thy daughters, and they shall residue shall be devoured by the fire. Let's go to 34. And we want 16 and 17. I will seek that which was lost, and bring again that which was driven away. And I will bind up that which was broken, and I will strengthen that which was sick. But I will destroy the fat and the strong. I will feed them with judgment. And as for you, O my flock, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I judge between cattle and cattle, between the ram and the he-goats. Let's go to 39. And we want 20 and 21. Thus ye shall be filled at my table with horses and chariots, with mighty men, and with all men of war, saith the Lord God. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. Let's go to 44. And we want 24. And in the controversy they shall stand in judgment, and they shall judge it according to my judgment, and they shall keep my laws and my statute in my assembly, and they shall hallow my Sabbath. Let's go to 45, and we want 9 and 10. Thus saith the Lord God, let it suffer you, O Prince of Israel. Remove violence and spoil, and execute judgment and justice. Take away your excess from my people, saith the Lord God. Ye shall have just balance, and a just ephah, and a just bath. Let's go to Daniel now. And we want Daniel 4. And we want 37. I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and exalt, all honor, the King of heaven, all whose works are true, and his way judgment, and whose that walk in pride he is able to abase. Let's go to 7. We're in Daniel now. We want 9 and 10. No, 9 through 11. I behold till the thorns were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hairs of his head were like pure wool. His throne was like the flaming fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. And the judgment was set, and the books were opened. I behold, then because of the voice of the great words which the horn spoke, I behold, even till the beast was slain, and his body destroyed, and given to the burning flame. Let's go to 21 and 22 in the same chapter. I behold, the same horn made war with the saints, and prevailed against them, until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Let's go on down to 26. But the judgment shall set, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it until the end. Let's go to Hosea, and we want 2, and we want 17 through 20. For I will take away the name of Balaam out of her mouth, and they shall no more be remembered by their name. And in that day will I make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven, and with the creeping things of the ground. And I will break the bow, and the sword, and the battle out of the earth, and I will make them to lie down safely. And I will betroth thee unto me forever. Yea, I will betroth thee unto me in righteousness, and in judgment, and in loving kindness, and in mercy. And I will even betroth thee unto me in faithfulness, and thou shalt know the Lord. Let's go to 5, and we want 1. Hear ye this, O prince, and hearken, ye house of Israel, and give ye ear, O house of the king, for judgment is toward you, because ye have been a snare on Mizpah, and a net spread upon Tabor. Let's go over to 11. Ephraim is oppressed and broken in judgment, because he willingly walked after the commandment. Let's go to 10, and we want verse 4. And they have spoken words, swearing falsely, and making a covenant. Thus judgment springed up, and a hemlock in the fury of the field. Let's go to 12. And we want 5 and 6. Even the Lord God of hosts, the Lord is his memorial. Therefore turn now to thy God. Keep mercy and judgment, and wait on thy God continually. Let's go to Amos, and we want 4, and we want 7 through 9. And also I have withheld the rain from you when they were yet 3 months to the harvest. And I caused it to rain upon one city, and caused it not to rain upon the other city. One price is rained upon, and the price whereupon it rained not withered. So 2 or 3 cities withered unto one city, and drank water, but they were not satisfied. Yet ye not return unto me, saith the Lord. I have smitten you with blasting and mildew, when your gardens and your vineyards and your fig trees and your olive trees increased. The palmer worm devoured them. yet have ye not returned unto me, saith the Lord. Let's go to 5, and we want 13 through 16. Therefore, the prudent shall keep silent in that time, for it is an evil time. Seek good and not evil, that you may live, and so the Lord the God of hosts shall be with you, as ye have spoken. Hate the evil, and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord God of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. Therefore the Lord, the God of hosts, the Lord, saith thus, Dwelling shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all the highways, Alas, alas, and they shall call the husband to mourn, and such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing. Let's go to 23 and 24 in the same chapter, which is 5. 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy song, for I will not hear the melody of thy vocals. But let judgment run down as water, and righteousness as the mighty stream. Let's go to 6 now, and we want 12 and 13. 12 and 13. Shall horses run upon the rock? Will one bellow there with oxen? Plow there with oxen. For ye have turned judgment into gall, and the fruit of righteousness into hemlock. Ye which rejoice in a thing of naught, which say, Have we not taken to us horns by our own strength? Let's go to Micah, and we want 3, and we want 1 through 3. And I said, Hear, I pray you, O head of Jacob, and ye prince of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to know judgment, who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin from off them, and their flesh from off their bones? Who also ate the flesh of my people, and flay their skin from off them, and they break their bones and chop them in pieces, as for the pot, and as for flesh within the cauldron. I didn't like that too well. Alright, let's go down in the chapter 3 and read 7 through 9. Then shall the seers be ashamed, and the divers confound, yea, they shall all cover their lips, for there is no answer of God. But truly I am full of power by the Spirit of the Lord, and of judgment, and of might, to declare upon Jacob his transgression, and to Israel his sin. Hear this, I pray you, ye head of the house of Jacob, and the prince of the house of Israel, and arbor judgment, and prevail all in iniquity. Let's go to 7, and we want 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord, because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause, I will execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Let's go to Hezekiah, and we want 1 and 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doeth never go forth, but the wicked both camp about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Okay, I'm going to have to put on another one. I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye.